I've got this ring that I bent today. It's a brass spoon handle, dug. Quite old it looks to be. As many of these spoon things that I do, I need to find out really more about the possible vintage of some of these pieces. I'm going to take the Dremel here. See if I can get that out of there. Which one is that? It was good until I broke it. Get a wrench. I used to have a container which held all my Dremel parts, and you could pop everything into it, and it was kind of snazzy. But it just got to where it was so hard to manage the thing. So I just use a tub, one of the plastic tub things, to just put everything in there. It seems to work okay. Now we got to clean this up so it can be soldered. That's a spinning brass brush. It's been soaking in acid, so I get it cleaned up. We're going to put an Indian on it. It's going to be a cleaned Indian. Obviously there's no sense in not cleaning it. If you're going to wear a coin on your finger, it's going to get all tore up anyway. So this is going to be soldered, and then the coin will be soldered on there. This product, the soldering product, is pricey. It has silver in it. I don't know. I actually called the company, Harris Company, manufacturers it. Told the guy, says, I have trouble with it. I said, it wants to ball up. He says, well, order this flux, which I did. It's right here. Stay clean. I don't know. Still have trouble. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of flux on it. I'll go ahead and tin the top for the coin just so it has some solder on it. I have a tile I set it on. Don't want to catch the chair on fire. That can be kind of nasty. We have a torch. Oh yeah, and the tile. Here's the tile. So I'll put another pair of glasses on so I can see. I will probably just let it set like that. It seems to set pretty well. Sometimes I clamp them with gaiters or whatever else I have. I probably, well, I don't like to use clamps because it carries the heat off, wicks the heat away so fast. Not that it's a big deal on something small like this, but go ahead. It's already fluxed. So, oh yeah, the solder. I think it's over here. Solder. Of course, you have to use lead-free solder for this deal. You have to use lead-free solder, of course, if it's going to be on a human being. Okay, this is what it is here. Can't remember the components or the alloy. This little torch I picked up for 15 bucks. It's rechargeable. Push in. I got the flame set in. You can lock it on. So we'll go ahead and heat it up here a little bit. Trick to soldering, of course, you remove the heat when you apply the solder. With me, that's not always the case. So let me do a close-up here. I'll put another pair of glasses on so I can see how if it flows. Okay, let's see if it flow in. Lots of times I have to rake it. I cannot get it to not ball. That looks pretty good. Let me turn my hat light on. Oh yeah, that ran right in. So that acid, you just really got to get it clean. When I talked to the gentleman at Harris, he said, well, how clean are you getting it? I said, hey, look, I've run it on everything. I've sanded it, wire brushed it, ran it on a wire wheel, the whole bit. And so anyway, okay, we'll go ahead and tin it we'll let that set, harden a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and tin it the face for the coin. I will have to get pliers on it flipped over. I'll go ahead and clamp it. I've got just C-clamps, what I usually use. Get it rolled over here. Let me see here, I'll back off a little bit. Yes, I have pliers, but I've got to do it the hard way. Oh! 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 Okay, it got me. I knew it was. Okay, see, it's let me get it up level. Let me see. Okay. There that is. So we'll set that there. Be careful where you put this torch. It gets hot on the end. I've set it down there on my britches like that. And, oh my goodness. Before long it starts burning. You know, and you're kind of distracted. You don't realize how much is burning until all of a sudden you start to really feel it. What did I say I was looking for? Oh, the coin. Yeah, I think it's here, as I recall. Yeah, here it is. It's beat up. It's 1902, I think. It's got that old chocolate to it. It's kind of, I really need to soak it in acid, I guess. Let me see what I can do with the Dremel. Down to bare metal is what I need to do here. And it does get hot. Okay, so there we got it. So there you have it. That should be clean enough down to bare metal. This one we'll do later. Okay, move this over. We'll go ahead and just stick the coin with a little bit of solder. And then we'll go ahead and try to get it exactly the way we want it on the ring. Okay, that was easy enough. Okay, so we got a bead. It's flattening out. I'll just nuke it. Not always the best thing to do. Go this way. Okay, we'll go ahead and lock and load, as they say. Oops, no, keep going away. Okay, I'm just going to heat the coin now. I think it's molten. Okay, I'm going to have to hold it. Try and put a little air on it. Okay, I don't know how well it laid down. C-clamp, I don't know how hot it is. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We got it on there. It's on there good. Let me get hold of it. Okay, you want to check, make sure it's going to stay on. Yeah, it's good. Okay, a little bit of alcohol spray here. I cool it down a tad. Slight crack here starting, but I guess that's the character of the ring, is that it's like it was when it came out of the ground. There's nothing hidden. About the only thing I do is try to dress up the solder a little bit so it looks kind of even. So it fits my pinky. I think it fits this finger here perfectly. Yeah, this finger. Let me back it off a little bit. It fits this finger here. It's a little hard to get off. Most of my rings are just too loose. Okay. Okay, what we've got to do now, we'll go ahead and put the soldering stuff away. See if I can get hold of something hot. Tile still got heat in it. We'll go ahead and get it, the Dremel to it. Now, as far as the band goes, I just go over it with a hard stone or with the rough thing. Kind of smooths out some of the stuff. On the interior. To pick up the edges a little bit. Okay. Smooth that out with some good sandpaper. You see, this is 220. Let me get it quick. There's not much on the coin. I'm going to leave it a little bit dirty. Let me get the 400. I'm not sure what flavor that is. So now basically all I have to do is kind of fix the solder up here on this end here. It's kind of a bubble sticking out. That looks pretty cool. Nice and clean. Leave a little bit of scruff there so you can see the detail of the coin. Date stands out perfectly. Still a little scratchy. I really shouldn't run that drum over that. I kind of wasn't thinking, but it had so much of that black stuff on it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I should have a hard surface. Let me see here. I've got the sanding block with the. I've got a hard sanding block here. Which is it? Oh, for heaven's sake. Always in here. And of course now it's not. You tell me why. Always in here. Oh, right beside the thing. So I take this block and it makes the surface good. Sands it so all the detail stands out. Cleans the high spots. And then this side's a little finer. And there you go. Then you'll see the brass. I love the brass and copper together. It's just cool. So we'll go ahead and just sand over this a little bit. If a person wears a ring, because you can't really wear brass all the time, it's going to turn your finger black. I wear them, like if I go somewhere, just if somebody wants to look at them and maybe talk about, you know, the history on your hand. That's what I call it. And you can tell a little story with them. See if I can get that there a little bit. Just kind of flatten it out so it doesn't look so round looking. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. And you can see that crack. Brass cracks very easily. Say if you go ahead and add, melt it down and add a little bit of lead to it, like 1%, it'll be a lot softer. Oh, I do have this.